On a seemingly ordinary day, Sarah Webb, a vibrant young woman, suddenly collapsed in her kitchen. Her husband, Dr. Marcus Webb, a respected neurologist, was right there. He called for help, his voice frantic, explaining to the paramedics that his wife had suffered a sudden, catastrophic stroke. But as Sarah fought for her life in the hospital, a nagging question began to surface. Was this really just a tragic medical event? The initial diagnosis seemed to confirm Marcus's story. All signs pointed to a massive brain hemorrhage. Yet, some of the first responders on the scene felt something was off. The way Marcus described the event, his clinical detachment, it just didn't sit right with them. Their instincts told them to dig deeper, to look beyond the obvious. And that's when this seemingly straightforward medical emergency started to unravel into a chilling mystery. Detectives began a quiet investigation, looking into the Webb's life. On the surface, they were the perfect couple. He, a brilliant doctor, she, his loving wife. But friends and family painted a different picture, one filled with whispers of control, jealousy, and a marriage that was crumbling behind closed doors. Sarah had recently spoken about leaving Marcus, about starting a new life. Was the timing of her collapse just a tragic coincidence? The focus then shifted to Dr. Webb himself. As a neurologist, he had access to and deep knowledge of substances that could mimic the symptoms of a stroke. The investigators hypothesized, could someone intentionally induce a stroke? They consulted with medical experts who confirmed that, yes, with the right substance, it was tragically possible. The perfect crime, disguised as a medical anomaly, executed by someone with the expertise to pull it off. The investigation hit a crucial turning point when toxicologists re-examined Sarah's blood samples. They were looking for something specific, something that a standard hospital test would easily miss. Deep within the results, they found it. A rare, fast-acting drug, a muscle relaxant that, in high doses, could trigger exactly the kind of event Sarah had suffered. A drug that was readily available in the hospital where Dr. Webb worked. With this new evidence, the pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. The detectives pieced together a timeline. They discovered that just before Sarah's collapse, Marcus had made a large withdrawal from their joint bank account. They found emails where Sarah confided in her sister about her fear of her husband. The image of the grieving spouse was shattering, replaced by the portrait of a cold, calculating man. The prosecution's case was built on this mountain of circumstantial but compelling evidence. They argued that Marcus Webb, faced with the prospect of a costly divorce and losing control over his wife, used his medical knowledge to commit an unspeakable act. He planned to get away with it, counting on his reputation and expertise to shield him from suspicion. He almost succeeded. In a dramatic trial, experts testified how the drug found in Sarah's system could have caused her collapse. Friends and family took the stand, their voices breaking as they recounted Sarah's fears. Marcus Webb maintained his innocence, his defense arguing it was all a terrible, tragic coincidence, but the jury saw through the facade. They found him guilty, concluding that he had not tried to save his wife, but had instead been the architect of her demise. This case serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes, the greatest danger lies hidden behind a mask of respectability. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating cases.